Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Justyn. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can probably tell by what's in front of me and the title, I'm going to be doing a grocery haul slash mini meal prep with me type of video. I am currently preparing to go back to work. For those who don't know, I do work a 7-day on, 7-day off schedule. And I kind of just wanted to show you guys the whole process and behind the scenes of how I plan to prepare my food so that I'm able to stay successful and stay on track throughout my week. So in case there's anyone new here to my channel, welcome. My name is Justyn and I'm currently on a weight loss journey. I have been following the WW aka Weight Watchers program for a while now. And basically here on my channel, I've just been documenting that entire process. So if you would like to stay tuned and keep up with me, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and join me on this journey. Okay, so before I start going through each individual item in this grocery haul, I'm gonna first take you guys through my whole strategy and process for this week, just so everything will make a little bit more sense. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to my computer so I can show y'all everything that I'm talking about. Alright guys, I'm over here on the couch by my computer. First things first, I just wanted to explain that the way I meal prep isn't necessarily like the most common way you think about meal prep. So the way I do it isn't like, okay, for Monday I'm gonna have XYZ, for Tuesday I'm gonna have this, for Wednesday I'm gonna have this, and then so on and so forth. I don't meal prep like that. The way I go about my week is I basically plan, like I know in advance what I want to have during the week, and then I just make sure before my week it's available. It's either cooked or prepped or I have the ingredients here. But I wouldn't say I designate anything to any specific day, just because I still like to feel like I have that bit of variety, and I like feeling like I can choose like in the moment right then and there what I want to have. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that whole concept that I have. So basically yesterday I kind of like went through a list and kind of decided what I wanted to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And like I said, it's a bunch of options. So alright guys, so here is how I kind of pretty much keep it organized. I personally like to do it electronically. That way I can work on it here on my laptop at home, but also access it on my phone anytime I want to, like if I'm at work or something. And also just to keep my grocery list like in check. I don't know, I just would rather do it this way than the traditional paper and pen version. So I have my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, and a whole bunch of snack options, and of course for drinks I just usually stick to water. So like I said, I pretty much lay out my options, like what I want to have throughout this week, and then as I'm in the week I decide what day I want to have what. So I have my normal eggs and sausage. I am going to be meal prepping some waffles today, so I got that on there. I do have a shake that I want to perfect, so that, and then some cereal. Cereal is kind of like my fun breakfast, just if I'm bored with everything else. Then for lunch, my main thing is I do want to finish my turkey chili recipe. I actually made this a while ago and I froze it, so I want to go ahead and like finish that up. So that's going to be like the main thing that I eat for lunch this week. And then either whenever that is done, or if I just kind of want to break from chili one day, I'm going to go into my frozen TV dinners. So that's that. For dinner, the main thing I'm gonna have for that is Bear Creek soup. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'm about to go over it in a minute. That's gonna be like my main source of dinner this week. I do have some leftover crispy Crown Casserole. I think I have like 2 servings of that I wanna finish, so I just put that on here. And then I know for a fact that one day this week I do wanna make some 2-ingredient dough pizza. I haven't had that in a minute, so yeah. And then another like fun thing is just chicken strips and fries. And then of course all my snacks, apples, which have been like my probably #1 source of fruit these days. My pop chips. I have a whole bunch of cereal bars y'all are about to see in a minute. My sugar-free mini Reese's, which are like staple for me. And then last but not least, I'm gonna be making my pizza bagel bites, which this is gonna be like a hot snack. So everything else is pretty much a grab and go, but my pizza bagel bites is something that I actually have to cook, and then I'll freeze and I'll just rewarm it as I want to. So I'm gonna meal prep that later on. And last but not least, we have all of my drinks, which is just water and flavored water. So that's kind of like my whole menu or plan. So like I said, I just put the options out there, and then on the actual day-to-day basis, I choose from which option, like which do I want to have that day. So anyway, I hope everything with that made sense. We're gonna go ahead and get right on into the grocery haul. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over all of my frozen and refrigerated stuff first so that I can hurry up and put it back in the fridge. So I've got my barcode scanner ready to go. First things first, we're gonna start off with my TV dinners. This is the Healthy Choice brand. By the way, I didn't even mention this. This is all a Mod Podge of Walmart, Kroger, Target, GNC, and Chick-fil-A. Stay tuned for that. And also, I always forget to say this, but I am following the WW Blue plan. So all of these Smart Points values will be for the Blue plan. So we've got the fettuccine chicken Alfredo one here. I actually have 2 of them. These are 6 Smart Points. And then we have the chicken margarita with balsamic. It's basically like chicken and noodles. And they are 6 points as well. So then up next, we have these Perdue lightly breaded chicken breast strips. These are so freaking good, y'all. This is like my 4th or 5th bag of this. You can have 3 ounces of these for 4 Smart Points. So I use these just when I want chicken, like whenever I had the chicken fries on there. But I'll also use this like in a KFC bowl. I'll put these into a wrap. This is just a way easier process of just microwaving or air frying one of these instead of having to make your own chicken and stuff. So I really enjoy these. Okay, up next, we just have some apple slices. I get mine like pre-cut from Walmart. I've talked about this a couple times before, but to me, I'm just more likely to actually eat apples if it's pre-cut, because I don't know, for some reason, if I have a whole apple, that's like intimidating because I feel like I have to eat it all right then and there. So anyway, I did get 2 because last week I actually ran out because I've been really enjoying fruit a lot more lately. So of course, these are 0 Smart Points. We have some Faye non-fat Greek yogurt. I only really use this in dough, like whenever I make my pizza dough. This is 0 Smart Points. If you combine an equal mixture of this with an equal mixture of self-rising flour, mix it all together and you have dough, and you can make a whole bunch of things with that. Then up next, I have some Daisy light sour cream. This is a staple for me. I freaking love sour cream. A dupe for this is non-fat Greek yogurt. A lot of people like that. I personally don't, but to each its own. This is pretty much 1 point per tablespoon. So normally I do use like 2 tablespoons of this, so 2 points for 2 tablespoons. And then up next, this is all stuff like I've already shown before, but we've got some Sam Choice turkey bacon. I actually plan on putting this in the soup that I'm gonna make for dinner. And then we have some Sam's Choice chicken apple sausage. I have this all the time for breakfast. Really, really bomb. And sorry, I'm forgetting to tell y'all the points. For the turkey bacon, it is 1 point per slice. And then for the chicken apple sausage, it is 2 points per link. And then up next, we have some cookies, which I'm really excited to try these. I've seen a lot of people on WW rant and rave about these cookies. So these are the Nestle Toll House mini chocolate chip cookies. And you can have 3 of them for 7 Smart Points, or 1 for 2, 2 for 5. So that may seem like a lot, but I mean, we're talking about cookies here. I am like a cookie fanatic, so this is something that I would be willing to spend the points on. But up next, we've got some cheeses. So I've got 2 packs of the Kraft fat-free cheddar and 2 packs of the fat-free mozzarella cheese. Now, not to be shady, but I don't know what kind of stuff Walmart is on, but they've been acting real bougie lately. These fat-free cheeses are becoming harder and harder for me to find, which is really annoying because honestly, it seems like anything I like and I speak into existence that I like, Walmart is like, oh, let's take it away. So I don't know if they are about to stop making this or what, but kind of annoying. Anyway, both of these are, you can have 1/4 of a cup for 0 Smart Points, and you can have up to 3/4 of a cup for 1 Smart Point. Once you get to 1 cup, it is 2 Smart Points. And then last, in the refrigerated section, we have some Kroger Carb Master Vanilla Milk. I'll normally have this with my cereal or the shake I'm about to start making. I'll have it with that. And I believe it's only 1 Smart Point for a cup. Yeah, so basically it's 1 Smart Point per cup of this. I've had a couple people ask me if this is good, and I feel like it's good, but I'll just let you guys know that I'm not like a milk person. I've never just been the type that just drinks milk to drink milk, like ever. I never drink milk by itself. So I mean, it's good to me with stuff, but to me milk is milk, so I really don't know. But I do know that this is a very WW friendly milk. Not all milks are that low in points. So all right, now for all of my room temperature stuff. So I've got some organic, no salt added, whole kernel corn. This isn't my normal brand, but they were out of the, I think it's Del Monty brand. But I mean, corn is corn. This is 0 smart points. So then I've got some bananas right here. I do plan on using this in my shake. Normally bananas would be 0 smart points, but whenever you put fruit into a shake, it actually ends up being smart points. There's a whole science and method behind that, so I'm gonna get into that in another video whenever I show you guys my shake. But if you were just to want a banana, it would be 0 smart points. Then we've got some Hershey's cocoa powder. This just kind of gives food like a chocolatey taste, and it is 0 smart points for 1 tablespoon, and then you can go up to 5 tablespoons for 1 smart point, and then after that it goes up from there. Then I have my holy grail, my sugar-free Reese's cups. These are like, ooh, my pride and joy. If they ever took this away, we gonna have some problems. So these are somewhat, I feel like I explain this in every video, they're somewhat 1 smart point per cup, but the more you have of them, the more they skip points. So you can have 1 cup for 1 point, but if you have 2 cups, it's 3 smart points, and then it continues to skip from there. So I got 2 bags of that. Then up next we have this Bear Creek Country Kitchen creamy potato soup mix. I have never made this before, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm actually making this in this video. I've seen several people on WW trying this out. This is a little bit hard to point just because the dry versus prepared, and then it's a little bit different in the app. So I'm assuming it's around 6 to 7, maybe 8 smart points, but I'll get a definite answer on that whenever I finish making it. Then up next, I'm really excited to show you guys these. We have, I think these are like the star of the show, my cereal treat bars. So I've definitely gotten on this cereal treat bar kick lately, which is kind of interesting because I never really saw myself eating stuff like this. But basically these are just bars, cereal bars. I don't really know how else to describe them. All of these are 4 smart points each. I have the Reese's Puffs cereal treat bars here. These were the first ones that I tried out, and I really fell in love with them, so that's what led to me kind of trying all of the other ones out. Then we have the Cinnamon Toast Crunch treat bars. These are really good and like cinnamony. And up next we have the Honey Nut Cheerios. These are almost like my favorite. They really got the Cheerios taste down pat. And then this white stuff almost mimics milk. Like, I don't know if that's what they intended for it to do, but it literally tastes like a cereal bowl in a bar form. So yeah, and then the only one I haven't tried is the Lucky Charms ones. But if it's anything like the other ones, I'm sure I'll like it. Plus, I already like Lucky Charms as it is. So yeah, each one of these are 4 smart points each. And I got a bunch of them just to have like a variety, but I will be limiting myself to just 1 a day. So yeah, and then we're nearing the end. I did go to GNC and I picked up some Smart Sweets. So these are like a healthy gummy candy, and they have a whole bunch of different ones, but this is my favorite. They're peach rings. It has like a tangy, orangey flavor to it. They are 3 smart points per bag. And if you do decide to get these, I actually do have a discount code for you guys. If you order these online from their website, you can get free shipping with code Justyn's Journey. So I'll leave that down below right here, as well as I will put it in the description box. And last but not least, y'all are gonna think I've lost my mind. Y'all remember I said Chick-fil-A, right? So the girl drove through Chick-fil-A and kind of did the order of shame, and I literally asked for 15 of their honey roasted barbecue sauces, and they gave them to me for free. Y'all, Chick-fil-A just be doing the Lord's work out here. Like, so this is what it looks like up close if you don't know what I'm talking about. Let me just tell y'all, I am a sauce fanatic. I am like a sauce girl, and to the point I just can't eat certain foods dry. Like chicken, I can't eat chicken just like chicken. I gotta have some kind of saucy wetness. So my favorite sauces on the planet are like Chick-fil-A's Chick-fil-A sauce and then Raising Cane sauces, but they're like 6 points just for 1 container. And if you're on WW, you already know that is not something you can sacrifice. And me, I'm the type, I will eat 3 sauces with my meal. I'm not like a 1 container type of gal. So I'm telling y'all, I would spend 18 smart points on the sauce Anyway, so the honey roasted barbecue sauce is similar. It's just a little bit more barbecue-y, but this is only 2 Smart Points, so that's a big difference. So I can have 3 of these for the price of 1 Chick-fil-A sauce, which I'm really excited about. I can still have my sauce, but I don't have to spend too much on it. So I've got that. That is pretty much it, I think. Actually, I also have some water down there and over here. I have the bottled water for when I go to work. And then I have the gallon jugs for when I'm at home. Water is of course 0 Smart Points. And last but not least, I got another case of the Clear American Orange Cream. This is flavored water. This tastes just like a orange Fanta to me. So I love this. And also they have a key lime flavor, which tastes very similar to a Sprite. But I don't think they make the key lime in these 12 packs, which kind of suck. But you can get them in the liter version. So anyway, that's about it for this grocery haul. I'm gonna quickly start on meal prep over here. Like I said before, when I was over by my computer, I'm going to be meal prepping the soup, the bagel bites, and the waffles. And then I have some other things that I'm just arranging. I'm not really cooking, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. All right guys, it is time to meal prep. I changed my shirt because I feel like it's about to get really hot in here. First thing I'm gonna start making is the Bear Creek soup. It seems pretty easy to make. All you have to do is like boil 8 cups of water, pour the mix in, and pretty much just keep stirring it until it gets to that consistency I'm looking for. I am gonna add corn to it just to kind of like beef it up, and just because I like corn. So let's go ahead and start that. Now we're just going to turn on this and wait for it to come to a boil. All right, pot is boiling. It is smoking up my house. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the soup mix. So I went ahead and microwaved some of the Sam's Choice turkey bacon. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it up with my kitchen scissors and then put that into the soup mix. And then I'm gonna add my corn. I already drained it. This is gonna kind of give it like a loaded potato soupy feel. All right, and that is pretty much it for the soup. So I went ahead and did the math off camera. For everything, the soup, water, corn, and turkey bacon, it's gonna be 6 Smart Points per serving. And I did do this as 8 servings. So the base will be 6 Smart Points, but I'm pretty sure whenever I have it, I might add some extra things to kind of garnish it on top. I'm gonna go ahead and let this naturally cool down, and then I will put it in the fridge because like I said, this is gonna be like my main dinner for the week. So yeah. All right guys, so up next I'm about to start meal prepping my Wonton Pizza Bagel Bites. Now for this I've already done a video on it, so I will link it up here as well as down below in the description box. And I went a bit more detailed and in depth in that video, but for this one, just to save some time, I'm gonna just time lapse it. So everything is pretty much the same. I will leave the actual recipe down below. But as far as ingredients, we have some homemade marinara sauce right here. We have some turkey pepperoni, some Nasoya wonton wraps. We have some turkey meatballs and some Velveeta shreds mozzarella and some Kraft fat-free mozzarella. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Alright guys, here is the final product. It turned out so amazing. If you've never seen this before, like if you didn't watch my other video, this is kind of what it looks like. It's like a little perfect cup shape. It's still hot. So you can have 1 for 1 smart point, and then 2 is 3 smart points, and then it pretty much just goes up by 1 from there. So I'll put a little smart point breakdown right here so you guys can see. But like I said earlier, my intent with this is to just have it like as a hot snack this week. So this is gonna be kind of like an in-between meal, you know, not really breakfast, not really lunch, not really lunch, not really dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool off, and I'm about to start on the waffles. Alright guys, so last but not least that we need to prep are the waffles. So like the pizza bagel bites, I actually just filmed a video showing how I do this. So I think that was like 2 or 3 videos ago. I'm pretty much just going to be doing the exact same thing, but this time I'm going to be making a batch amount so that I can just have them ready for whenever I want them in the mornings. So I'm going to be making 3 batches, and each batch makes 3 waffles. So in total I'm going to have 9 waffles. But also for me, whenever I would eat this, I would notice that once I got to the 3rd waffle, I was pretty much like already full. So these are very filling, so I'm only gonna have 2 like as my serving size. So this will give me 4 days worth of waffles, and then one day I'll either just have 1 waffle, or if I am feeling hungry or one morning, I'll have that waffle with the other 2. Hope that made sense. But let's go ahead and get started with this. As far as ingredients, it's pretty simple. All you need is the Kodiak cakes. I have the buttermilk flavor. You need some pure vanilla extract. I use, by the way, if I didn't say, these are chocolate chip waffles. I use the Lily chocolate chip chips. We need some cinnamon and some eggs. So like I said, this is my first time meal prepping it, so I'm gonna make the 3 batches individually because I don't know, I'm new to cooking, so I don't know if you're literally supposed to times everything by 3. Y'all let me know in the comments. If you're trying to make a recipe 3 times, do you literally times each ingredients by 3? Because I feel like certain things may not work like that. I don't know, but for right now I'm just gonna go ahead and do it individually. So let's get started.
here with the final product of all of our waffles. I don't know why, but I feel like such a mom just seeing all of these waffles like mounted on top of each other. Like, come on kids, breakfast is ready. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and let these fully cool. And I am going to store them in the freezer. Like I said, I am going to put some like parchment paper in between them just to make sure they don't stick. But yeah. By the way guys, the soup has had some time to like sit and cool off, and it is so freaking creamy. I did taste it and it is freaking amazing. I am so excited and I cannot wait to have this whenever I get home.
Alright guys, so now that all the meal prepping is done, we're gonna go ahead and start on the arrangement process. So this is kind of somewhat still meal prepping, but this is the more fun part, I guess. I'm very big on wanting to like grab and go, especially during my work week, because whenever I'm rushing out the door, I'm usually 9 times out of 10 always running late. I don't want to have to sit there and worry about what measurement is what and trying to package everything. So I'd rather go ahead and do all of that right now, so that while I'm in the midst of all the chaos, I can just get what I need and go. So we're gonna go ahead and start on all of that we just made, as well as my turkey chili that I need to prep. So first things first, I did put the soup in these 2 little containers right here. By the way, it turned out really bomb. I cannot wait to eat it. So the soup is for dinner, which dinner I eat here. So I'm not gonna be putting this into individual containers, just cause I'll already be home by this point, so I won't be in that big of a rush. So like I said before, the soup came out to be 6 smart points per serving, and each serving is 1 cup, and there is 8 servings in total. So I got my soup. Now I'm gonna work on my waffles. So I'm basically just gonna put them in this bag because I am gonna freeze them just like you would do, what are those waffles? Like Eggo waffles. So I'm gonna put some parchment paper in between just to make sure they don't stick. Alright, so that was super simple. I know it looks funny, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna put all of this in the Ziploc bag. Alright, so now we have all of our waffles ready to go. Alright, so now for our pizza bagel bites. These are pretty much already grab and go as it is. I think I'm gonna put the first few in this Tupperware because I'm gonna just leave this in the fridge. And then I'm gonna put the rest in a bag. And I'm going to freeze them. By the way guys, every single time I've made these, I always microwave them to reheat them, but I bet you they probably taste so freaking bomb in the air fryer. I'm definitely gonna have to try that out this time around. All right, very easy. All right, so now I'm gonna start arranging my turkey chili. So like I said in the beginning, I have already had this turkey chili for like 2 months now. Whenever I first originally made it in the crock pot, I froze half of it immediately and then I ate the other half. So this is the half that I froze. I had it thawing last night, so it's ready to go. And this, I am planning on eating this for lunch at work. So I wanna make sure it's prepped and ready to go. By the way, these are clean, they're just stained. So I'm just gonna go ahead and measure out a cup of chili per container. All right, so this is more like 4, not even 4 servings worth. It's supposed to be 5, so I don't know what happened to it. I guess it shrunk in the freezer, but that's okay. All right, so I got to all of my chili, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping our toppings. So I got some fat-free cheddar cheese, as well as some Daisy light sour cream. I'm gonna put them in these little cups, these little condiment sauce container cups. I get these from Walmart. You can find them where they have plastic plates, forks, spoons, cups, all of that stuff. That's where you can find these. All right, so I'm gonna do a 4th cup of cheese in these big ones. Got that. Then in the smaller cups, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of sour cream. So my little space-saving hack, those of y'all who've been on my channel for a minute might remember this, is basically I will go ahead and cap the sour cream, and then to save space in my lunchbox, I'm gonna put the small sour cream in here with the cheese, and then I'll just cap the cheese like that. All right, so there's all of my turkey chili and my toppings there and ready to go. So I just store it in the fridge just like this, and whenever it's time for me to go, grab it, put it in my lunchbox, and I'm good to run. All right, so this may seem a little bit extra, but I'm gonna prep just like 2 or 3 servings worth of the cereal, just because whenever I have this, it's for breakfast, which is right before work, and usually I am rushing out the door. So I'm just gonna do like 2 or 3 cups worth of cereal. Just like that. So now I have 3 servings worth of cereal. Another little hack that I see some people do, I don't do it, but just as a tip, is some people will do this and then they'll write down the smart point value of it. So just like this. Is it backwards for y'all? I can't tell if it's backwards for me or if it's backwards for y'all, but yeah, this way I can go ahead and see that it is 1 cup and it is 7 smart points. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch is definitely on the higher side of points, but it is worth it. And not all the time I have this with breakfast. Sometimes when I get off of work, I'm not really in the mood for like dinner. And you know, it's always a good day to have breakfast for dinner. So there have been many occasions where I will come home and just get a bowl of cereal for dinner. So got that. All right guys, so that is pretty much it for meal prepping. I've got my waffles for breakfast that I'm gonna freeze, some other breakfast options, some cereal right here, my Wonton Bagel Bites for a snack. I've got my turkey chili as well as my toppings, my cheese and my sour cream for lunch. And then whenever I get home for dinner, I have that soup I made right in here. So I'm really glad I took the time to go ahead and prep everything. Now I am ready to go to work, and I feel like it's gonna be a productive but also very successful week. And most importantly, me doing this ahead of time, although it can be tedious and it can be kind of annoying, this is what's going to set me up to be successful and stay on track. So honestly, that's kind of like what's most important to me right now, especially getting back on track. I'm just trying to make sure I have really healthy habits and I set myself up to do my best. Remember, you never want to fail to plan because you're planning to fail. Let that sink in. All right guys, so that is pretty much it for today's video. I'm actually about to start getting ready for work right now. My 7-on starts in 15 minutes. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know down below what other kind of videos you would like to see. If you have any tips, recommendations, any recipes you want me to try, let your girl know. I'm in a very experimental mood lately, so I haven't been very hesitant to try new things, so y'all let me know. But as always guys, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on this journey, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.